Murder, Cards of Destiny. This will be part 2. I wasn't sure what to play, so I decided to go back to Art of Murder just to see how this third game plays out. I heard the 4th and 5th game were hidden objects, and I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, it's just too, I don't know what the word is, but it's just not my thing. Make sure I am alive like I thought. Okay, so I'm live. I didn't mean to say alive. My allergies have been really bad lately. Right there.
I'd better not touch anything without a good reason, or else I'll make Wang angry. Hello, Wang.
I am grateful for the enchanting evening.
The boss will make it up to you.
Yeah, the Bureau can make it only thanks to overtime.
What can I say? Criminals have irregular working hours.
They should be protected by the state, you know. 9-to-5 work, free weekends, benefits, etc.
Oh, please, just don't spread these ideas. They're ready to bring any kind of nonsense into effect.
Our celebrity doesn't like bureaucracy, does she?
That celebrity thing just got you into my black book. What's that on your table? You're assembling a car?
When you told me it hadn't been an accident, I got concerned.
You've got any proof?
The engine stalled at the crossing. It can sometimes happen when you have a manual gearbox. But this wasn't the case.
Somebody could turn it off remotely.
Yes, this chip in front of me was placed in the power circuit. It's even got a simple built-in radio receiver.
That required tinkering with the car. We need to check the maintenance log and the service workshop. What about the door?
The locks were centrally blocked. This could have been done by somebody outside the car. In theory, it's quite easy, if you have the access code.
You're pretty good at it. How close would you have to be to do that?
The expert you sent to me said that about 100 yards away.
So it was enough to hide in the shadows. What expert are you talking about?
You didn't send him? You might still catch him in the hall. Never mind. He confirmed our guesses.
At least once, the reality exceeds our expectations.
Your intuition didn't fail. It looks like a premeditated murder.
Whew, I won't have to excuse myself for needless commotion. Have you found anything else? A cell phone?
Blasted to pieces, unfortunately. I've got a sheet of paper instead. It's covered with blood, but you can still read it.
Luckily for us, he was born in the pre-texting era. What does it say?
Here, have a look.
Holland Street. It's nearby. And the time, 7 o'clock.
So everything's correct.
Yes, looks like it.
And what's wrong?
Apart from this, we know nothing so far. Of course, it's too early to find the motive.
What about your gut feeling?
If the guy had arrived there 10 minutes earlier, nothing would have happened, I guess. Actually, he was terribly unlucky. This killer is a gambler.
Maybe he didn't really care. Maybe he was just toying with the victim. Simply a psycho.
You've got that card I found at the crossing?
It's here.
Have you examined it?
I can't do everything at the same time.
It's connected to that immobilizer. It's the same case.
Doesn't matter. The boss has left me something for ASAP.
Wang, this card is the killer's signature. It's crucial for the whole case.
Sorry, I don't have time now.
Wang, can I use the scanner to enter the evidence into our database?
Do you know how to operate it?
You mean scanning? Sure thing.
You'll process the data on your own computer.
I need to use your terminal.
Well, basically, agents don't have access to it.
Please?
I'm up to my ears in work. Do it in your room.
Can I have this piece of evidence?
Yes, but remember about all the procedures. So your vacation's over?
Actually, I don't know yet. Bye, Wang.
Bye.
Why'd she say it like that? I don't know, but that music wasn't necessary during them talking.
I'd better not touch anything without a good reason, or else I'll make Wang angry. This laboratory apparatus is used for universal sample examination and digital processing of its results. Not gonna happen. This is where the data from the database is being printed. Since the scanner is connected to the database, I can quickly get information about the examined evidence.
Okay, so moving on. I have to do something here.
Yeah, right. It won't do any good.
Okay, got Jack of Hearts and evidence bag, protective glove and evidence bag.
Not gonna happen. Yes, this card can serve as evidence, and I'm sure it's a case of premeditated murder. The Jack of Hearts. This card must be a mark or a signature, and I'm afraid it's the murderer's. I've scanned one side of the evidence.
Okay, just gotta flip it.
I've scanned both sides of the evidence. Yeah, right. I can't imagine securing evidence without these sterile, proper-sized bags. These items don't match. I can't imagine securing evidence without these sterile, proper-sized bags. The Jack of Hearts. This card must be a mark.
How do I
The
set
Jack
it?
of Hearts.
Okay, I get it. I don't need the card anymore though.
Nothing doing.
Whatever.
These items don't match. Nothing doing. The Jack of Hearts. This. These items don't match.
Why do they keep saying that?
I think I've got enough bags.
Now I'm gonna have to look up how to do something, which is annoying. Sorry for the wait.
The Jack of Hearts.
She just
This
keeps
card must be a
repeating.
mark or a signature, and I'm afraid it's the murderer's. Not gonna happen.
Put it back, I guess.
Yeah, right. The Jack of Hearts. This card must be a mark or a signature, and I'm afraid it's the murderer's. These items don't match. I I can't imagine secure. Yes, this
There.
card can serve as evidence, and I'm sure it's a
Wow.
case of premeditated murder. I shouldn't touch the evidence with my bare hands. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, I knew I couldn't put him back because that's gross and unsanitary.
Miss Bonnet?
That's me.
I talked to your colleague from the laboratory,
So, you're the expert?
Jason Emmerich. A very interesting case. What do you think about it?
And what are your observations?
Somebody immobilized that car. It was carefully planned. The chip connected to the power supply proves it.
But how much time would somebody need to connect it?
If you know how to do it, 1 minute in my case.
But first you need to break into the car.
If he knew how to close it, then he also knew how to open it.
A car thief? A workshop mechanic?
Or a client. One of those who hang around the workshop and ask about everything.
Thank you for your interesting observations. When can I expect your analysis?
Are we in a hurry?
As always.
I'll do my best. By the way, what's the motive? Maybe a relative did it?
Too early to jump to conclusions, but we can't rule that out. Easy access to the car might suggest that.
But
But what?
I can hear it in your voice.
We take various possibilities into account.
A contract killing?
I can't...
I understand. I'm just curious.
We may turn to you again with a similar task.
Do you expect it to happen again? So, it's a series?
Cannot be excluded.
In this case, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I came here for a scientific conference, but now I have to return home.
What do you do presently?
Nothing special. I used to work with the Army and help them with the stealth technology. Now I'm retired.
Do you fish?
You bet. When I'm bored, I go to the seaside retreat and prepare analyses. Since it might be a series, this one will be my priority.
A seaside retreat? I envy you.
I have a hunch you'll visit me someday. I gave out all my calling cards at the conference, but you'll find my address on the analysis. Could I ask for your card in case I need to contact you urgently?
Just a minute. I'll bring one from my office.
I'll wait here.
It's our new room. Much quieter than in the common room. And here's my lovely desk. But what's happened to my computer? Somebody's been fiddling with my computer. Was the IT bored? I've got to ask him. Nick's calling cards at the top. Are mine there too? I don't like using it. When will I finally tidy up? A black screen of death. As Ruth tends to say, these files are soaked with blood. As Ruth tends to say, these files are soaked with blood. Hey, Nick, what are you doing?
And you? You still on vacation?
Yeah, I missed work. Listen, it's not really like you. Are you cleaning up?
Examining my conscience.
Looks like you're packing.
That's right. I'm moving out.
What? But we've just moved in.
Remember our meeting in Marseille?
Of course. You saved my skin then.
That was really hardcore.
You mean ignoring the regulations?
Worse. We got out of line.
A case of absolute necessity.
You got away with it because you finally caught that puppeteer, right when the Bureau needed a success they could brag about.
What's this about, Nick?
I'm setting up my own business.
Huh?
I'm gonna be a private eye. I hope you can find something for me in the database from time to time.
But that's nonsense. What are you talking about?
Don't ask about details.
Nick?
Remember IDU? Insubordinate, disorganized, unreliable? Besides that, everything you hear about me is a mean lie.
I can't believe it.
Get used to the thought that we're merely tools. And you change tools when they stop being handy.
Nick, this can't end like this.
I wish you well. I know you love the job.
But
If you're ever looking for something else, I'll welcome you with arms wide open.
Nick, have you seen my calling cards?
Aren't there any in your box?
Only your cards are here.
Yeah? Well, hold on, I may have packed yours by mistake.
Can I have them back, please? Do you know who tore my computer apart?
Section E technicians drop by.
E for end?
In such cases, it's a standard procedure.
See you, Nick.
Goodbye, partner.
Huh.
I've been working here for so long, but I still like the interior. I can't see that expert. Maybe he's downstairs. There's hardly anybody here recently. Here you are.
Thank you. Looking at you, I wish I had applied for an FBI job.
You can always do something for your country.
The Star-Spangled Banner is a magnificent symbol, but I work best when I can focus upon a specific individual. While analyzing this case, I'll be thinking of you.
To good effect, I hope. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I think we'll meet again.
Okay.
The Sapper section is an exclusively insider domain. Hey, what's up?
Nothing. No terrorist attacks. Arming and disarming grenades with my eyes shut, just for practice.
Here?
Come on, I was kidding. If you're ever bored, I'll gladly give you a crash course.
Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
How about tonight?
Nah, this week's out.
So maybe you want to come over for a barbecue on Saturday?
You're having a barbecue?
With my sapper fellows and some guys from the other units. Great company. I'll tell you, if you're looking for a real blast, a sapper is your man.
No doubts about that.
So,
I'll think about it. See you.
good luck. Don't mess with it, please.
Nothing doing. The IT moved the server rack here in search of a safe place.
Don't go in there. It's forbidden.
Okay, I was just checking around. Interrogation room.
This room witnessed many dramatic confessions. The ideal working mood. Peace, quiet, lights turned down. If not for the interrogations. It's easier to observe the interrogated person from behind the glass. Not so emotional. Better not touch it.
Oh, okay. Hoover's back. He came up and curled up on my bed right away. He's exhausted and starving, poor thing. I don't know where he was roaming for so long. I got a strange parcel. A parcel. Ruth told me on the phone that a messenger had brought it to the office first, but she didn't pick it up. Lucky me, I was on vacation after all. I didn't feel like visiting the bureau to collect some parcel. Why do I keep saying it wrong? I found some weird objects in that parcel. A rusty bulb in a newspaper who sent something like this to me? And why? There were inscription fragments on those items. I asked Wang, the bureau's technician, to examine them for me. It wasn't exactly over the moon, but made short work of it. He gave me the locations that are computer connected to the objects I received. 2 results indicated the same spot close to the Blake and Arden intersection. I had to check it out. It could have been some kind of psycho again. October 19th, 2009, Blake Avenue, New York. Next to the indicated spot, there's a bar and a movie theater. Nothing special. The theater was locked up. The bar, on the other hand, was surprisingly crowded for such a deserted area. Some 40-year-old guy tagged along. He was also hitting on one young girl, Patty. She was quite nice. She told me an interesting story about a projectionist from the theater nearby. Thanks to her, I found a way to get inside the building, although it was a pain. I found another parcel in the theater. It was a real container with my name on it. Trying to... Okay. Hold on. And a movie inside. Making an old projector operational was a bother. But it was worth it. It turned out my intuition didn't fail me. Somebody was playing cat and mouse with me. Somebody with access to the FBI archives. The situation is no longer funny, the more so because the movie happened to be another clue. In the auditorium, I found a valid ticket for the only train that day. Unfortunately, I solved the puzzle too late. I left the theater when the train pulled into the station, ramming a car blocked at the grade crossing. The driver was killed outright, and I was just standing there helplessly, mad as I wasn't able to save him. I had to get over it quickly. I found there's some evidence which could lead me to the perpetrator, because it wasn't an accident. I'm sure of that. That's it.
I have to use a card to get inside.
And IT room?
He isn't here. He just left a note. Away on business. In case of emergency, call the IT section at HQ. That's it?
I can't access the database. I really need to use your lab terminal.
I've already told you.
You're killing me. Why can't you help?
Fine, but you're going to do me a favor.
What do you need?
You've heard that everybody's got to check off the shooting range.
That refers only to the agents, I think.
To the technical staff as well, unfortunately.
So, how are you doing? Have you taken to it?
I'm not doing it all. The only thing that comes to my mind when I think of guns is blowing my brains out. That's how many backlogs I've got.
You want me to teach you how to shoot?
I want you to go there instead of me.
You want me to pretend that I'm you?
Just take my card. I left my gun, ammo, and targets at the range. Of course, I've tried, but I'm simply hopeless at it. and you'll shoot just for fun.
But that would be cheating.
Cheating, more like a proof of patriotism. Thanks to this, the Bureau will avoid a crime-fighting stoppage. The person who came up with this idea is some kind of saboteur.
I admit this disposition is quite stupid, but you can't break the rules, can you?
First of all, you can't act against common sense. But suit yourself. I could spend the time gained in this way on helping you with the terminal. I think saving people is more important.
Okay, where's your ID? I want it over and done with.
Here.
Bye, Wang.
Bye.
Okay. Guess we're doing this now.
Not gonna happen. This little shooting range has 3 firing points. It's never been crowded. No need to change the target. I still have some bullets. Bullseye. 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 This should be enough for Wang.
Okay.
I still have some bullets. I still have some bullets.
Okay. I think I'm done. I'm not sure.
I've done your dirty work.
Thanks. You've just saved somebody's life.
Bye, Wang.
Bye.
I'm not going to bother him. He's so busy.
Hi, Ruth.
You missed us?
I missed you.
How nice of you.
What's going on, Ruth?
You tell me, child, what are you doing here on vacation?
I meant Nick. Who kicked him out?
What do you mean, who? Bosses do the kicking out, don't they?
Why the hell did nobody tell me anything?
You know how long I've been working here?
I've no idea, Ruth. Long enough.
For 40 years. I started as a typist back in the Hoover days. Until today, I thought there was no hiding anything from me. That I know it all inside and out. And you know when I found out that Nick was leaving?
When?
Today. Do you understand?
But you have to know something more, like the true reason?
Well, I thought that maybe he'd tell you. Officially, he's leaving at his own request, and that's it. You know as much much as I do, or even more. I wasn't in France.
So that's what it looks like in the Bureau. One day, and you're done for.
From what I've heard, you're on a winning streak.
But for how long? Does it mean I can fight for Nick?
No, child. Don't fool yourself.
Is the boss in? I need to talk to him.
He's gone.
When's he gonna be back?
Any second, I guess.
What's up?
Have I told you that you need to have some shooting practice?
Oh, I totally forgot.
Without that checked off, you have no chance of winning the boss's award.
Whose idea was that?
Some managers, one of those guys who don't know a thing about anything, but always have something to say.
See you, Ruth.
Take care, darling.
These items don't match.
Sorry, the boss is not in.
Time for the real me to do shooting practice.
I still have some bullets. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. That's it. Not bad. Not bad. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. I should change the clip. Keep up the good work. That's it. Ruth should give me a break. I still have some bullets. I should change the target. The target's too far to change it. Ruth should give me a break. Ruth should give me a break. Ruth should give me a break. I still have some bullets. Ruth should give me a break. Ruth should give me a break.
Is that the only thing she can say?
Ruth should give me a break. 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 I should change the target.
How many do I have to do?
I still have some bullets. Ruth should give me a break. 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 I should change the clip. Ruth Ruth should give me a break. 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 I should change the target.
Okay, I'm hoping I'm done now. 'Cause I
Not
think
gonna
there's so
happen.
many. It seems like it's never ending.
Nice day, isn't it? And to think there are such busy office days when I don't get a chance to see daylight. The office is small and off the beaten track. I like that. I'm not really into Leviathans. My car.
I did some shooting.
Good. Just remember to do it on a regular basis.
You know, it helps me relax.
See?
See you, Ruth.
Take care, darling.
He isn't here. Nothing doing. In summer, you can't even push your way to the drinks machine. I'm not going to bother him. He's so busy. The desk of my partner, Nick. We've been through so much. I don't know why Nick insisted on putting these chests here. There's some ancient charm in them, though. Yeah, right. The terminal of the database, our primary source of information. You log in after your fingerprints are identified. A miniature of the analyzed piece of evidence. A miniature of the... A miniature of the... So many active areas require a long analysis. I'm not that patient. I should have selected more areas. I should have selected more areas. So many active areas require a long analysis. I'm not that patient. I should have selected more areas. I should have selected more. So many active areas require a long analysis. It's still wrong. No point selecting more areas. Maybe I should choose a different combination. This looks interesting. I wonder what the boss will say about it.
Okay, so it says Melanie Jensen. 2004. The victim, a 52-year-old housewife, Melanie Jensen, was found by her husband who had just returned from a business trip on April 4th, 2004 around 9 p.m. The woman was tied to a chair opposite the gas stove. The gas knobs were turned on, which caused a gas leak. During the crime scene investigation, a complex mechanism was found on the stove. Its role was to cause an explosion if the door was open. However, the device did not work. The autopsy revealed that the woman died of suffocation caused by carbon monoxide poisoning. This is proved by the blood vessels endothelium damage. Cerebral edema in the presence of carboxyhemoglobin in the victim's blood. A substance created when carbon monoxide is combined with hemoglobin. What is more, numerous abrasions and bruises were discovered on the victim's body, which were probably caused by the killer during the scuffle and restraining. A 4 of Hearts plague card was found by the victim's body. It was the only trace left by the murderer, written by Detective Dick Perry. Match 2, Stephen Ashton. The victim is 37-year-old Stephen Ashton. He worked at the building site of a recently opened amusement park. The event took place late in the afternoon on May 16, 2016. The tied up and gagged man was found in the foundation trenches. The body was surfaced when liquid concrete was being poured into the trench. Autopsy revealed extensive internal organs damage, which was the direct cause of death. Close to the foundations, a 5 of Hearts playing card was found. It is the only trace secured during the crime scene investigation. Written by Detective Austin Davis. Thomas Dawkins. Murder. Victim is a 45-year-old chef from a little restaurant in Chicago. The cause of death was electric shock. The event took place at about 4 p.m. on March 21st, 2016. 2006, the witnesses testified that the restaurant's specialty duck du chef was ordered. This dish was always prepared by Dawkins. The man died when he was taking the roasted duck out of the oven. He was electrocuted. The electricity leakage was caused by the power lead having contact with the oven casing. The examination proved that the insulation was intentionally damaged. Despite an immediate resuscitation attempt, the victim could not be saved. The autopsy proved that the cause of death was blood circulation arrest, which in turn resulted from ventricular fibrillation. Burns of deeper parts of tissue and muscles were also covered. Burn wounds were also observed in the areas where the victim's body had contact with electricity. The customer who had ordered the chef's specialty was not found. His description cannot be determined. On one of the tables, the six of hearts playing card was found. It is the only trace which could point to the killer. Madison Colby, 2008, the victim, a 35-year-old pharmacist, Madison Colby, was killed by a machine used for crushing waste in a garbage truck. The event took place late in the evening on October 9, 2008, when Colby was coming home from work. The tied-up and gagged woman had been thrown into a trash container a moment before the garbage truck had arrived. Colby probably managed to remove the tape from her mouth. The condition of the body made autopsy impossible. Wow. An employee of the waste disposal company found a blood-stained Nine of Hearts playing card on the street. It is the only trace left by the murderer, written by Stanford Garcia. And one more. Edward Carter, the victim of 52-year-old CEO of Dot Inspire Corporation, was crushed in his car by a train. Accident happened at the grade crossing near Blake Avenue on October 19, 2009 at 7 p.m. The investigation proved that the man was lured to the grade crossing a moment before the barrier was closed. Carter could not leave the car as the engine stalled and the door was blocked from the outside. In the car wrecked, an electronic device was found which, controlled from a distance, could block the door and switch off the engine. The police are waiting for an expert analysis of the discovered mechanism. Jack of Hearts playing card was found on the barrier. Apart from this, no other traces were discovered which could help identify the killer. Written by Agent Nicole Bonnet.
A miniature of the Why waste time if I've got what I wanted?
Sorry.
Listen to me, Wang. In the database, there are 4 more crimes connected with a playing card.
It means that
It's a series.
that was some hunch, girl.
By Wang.
Bye.
Is the boss in? I need to talk to him.
Yes, go ahead.
Thanks. See you, Ruth.
Take care, darling.
It's silly, but I'm always a bit embarrassed when I come here.
Hello, boss.
Hello, how was your vacation? Resting?
Yes, but I'd like to come back earlier.
Are you sure? I've got plenty of work to do from yesterday.
That's what I was hoping for.
You can spare me the sarcasm.
I meant it. I'd like to take one more case.
I think I'm gonna send you to our psychologist.
I don't have time for that. I'd like to open a serial killer case, if you don't mind.
That yesterday's accident? What were you doing there? You were supposed to be on vacation.
The murderer sent me a parcel.
You're getting too excited.
I'm just feeling refreshed.
Tell me something more.
The killer set a precise trap for Edward Carter, the CEO of Inspire Corp. Using a previously installed device, he managed to stop his car at a grade crossing seconds before the train arrived.
Truly impressive precision and synchronization between the murderer and the victim.
These are the facts. The killer had to lure him somehow into the trap. We're working on it.
Well, how do you know it's a series?
A card at the crime scene, the Jack of Hearts.
So?
I browsed the database. I found 4 similar cases, cards from the same deck.
And nobody before you realized that?
Agent Richard Perry worked on some of those cases, but with no success.
Perry?
Yes. Do I get the case?
You know, they sometimes ask about you at headquarters.
Should I be happy or worried? What do they ask about?
You should always be happy. They want to know if you're back to normal.
What do they want? They want to cover me with a thick layer of papers?
Maybe they're looking for a new face for the Bureau, and Elliot Ness in a skirt.
Am I supposed to visit schools and talk to kids?
Why do you have to expect the worst? You never know what befalls you with our media relations specialists.
We have those in the Bureau?
To get money, we need to be efficient, noble, and presentable. Now focus on presentable.
They didn't teach me that at Quantico.
There was no crisis then. Now they want us all to chase Madoffs.
So, people stopped killing each other?
No, and that's why you have to be successful.
I thought the Bureau was prospering like never before.
Hard to say. I know that the golden days of war on terrorism will end sooner or later, just like the hunt for financiers. But the eternal threats and dangers will remain.
So, I get the case?
Yes. Have you invented a code name for our killer?
The Card Man?
I don't know. We'll think about that.
You and the media relations specialists?
Precisely.
Okay, so me and Nick are given priority?
Oh no, not Nick.
Why? He's my partner. He's great.
Stop pretending you don't know.
Know what?
He's leaving.
You're letting one of the best agents leave? How many guys like that do we have?
He would ruin us.
What is important? Hunting down criminals or the Bureau's image?
I gave him a free hand and he messed it up.
In France?
You know perfectly well that we're not allowed to act outside.
What about me?
I still don't know how you managed to get away with it.
I haven't destroyed the Bureau's image?
Nick's case is stinking done. You'd better give it a wide berth.
You're washing your hands. You're saving your own neck at his expense.
We're doing it in velvet gloves. He'll get some benefits.
A scapegoat.
So to speak. There were more of you to get the axe.
And having heard this argument, should I just shut it?
That would be nice.
Sorry, boss. I can't work without a partner.
You'll get a partner. The best one you can have for this case.
So it's Nick after all.
Dick Perry has just started working our department. He's gonna be your new partner.
Wow. It all goes so smoothly.
Try not to screw it up. The media are just waiting to do a hatchet job on us. You're doomed to succeed.
Boss, when will I get my computer back?
What happened?
Section E has taken my disks.
E, friend?
That's right.
So, there's nothing to be done. You just need to wait patiently. Visit the IT and tell them to give you a replacement.
May I go now?
Yeah, but don't leave the building yet. Our guys have found some parcel by the door.
Is it serious?
I don't think so. It should be over in a few minutes.
I'll return to my investigation then.
Bring me that killer on a platter.
And I'll be right back.
Is the parcel safe?
I haven't found anything suspicious yet, but I'd be careful if I were you.
Have you been tinkering with it?
We've taken the wrapping off. I've sent it to the lab. There's a box in the chamber.
What do you think about it?
It's got a combination lock, and it's metal, so we can't really tell what's inside.
So there might be an explosive?
I can't rule that out.
Can I work on that box in the chamber now?
Why not? Give it a shot. Maybe you'll manage to open it.
Thanks for the info. I'll get down to it.
Easy. You can't be too careful. Don't go in there. It's forbidden.
He just said I could work on it. Or maybe I can do something.
Using the joystick, I can control the robot's arm inside the detonation chamber. Doesn't really look like a touchscreen.
Listen, I've got to examine the wrapping from today's parcel.
You're not on vacation anymore?
Gee, I've already been here today. Why so surprised?
I thought you just dropped by.
Should I wear a huge badge saying no?
I wouldn't be so assertive.
Fine. So, can I now have that wrapping? I'd like to have a look at it.
Here you go, but there's nothing on it. No lethal substances. The paper's clean.
Nothing written or printed or...
Just some scrolls. Have a look.
I'm getting back to my work.
Thanks, that's all I want.
Is there a message in this chaos? If so, then I should make a copy and look for connections between the symbols on it. It's total chaos. These items don't match. Not gonna happen.
Okay, they said copier.
Have you closed the scanner?
Oh, I forgot.
He knows I didn't, but yeah, he asked me if I've closed it.
Is the boss in? I need to talk to him.
Drop by later. You know he's got a video conference.
Fine. I need you to find me the Cardman files. You know what I'm talking about.
The new case? For tomorrow, dear.
That's fine, thanks. Can I copy something here?
Of course. All our employees can use the photocopier. It seems you've received a parcel again. From the same man?
Apparently. I'm afraid it means another crime.
I told you to be careful, didn't I? Didn't he plant a bomb?
No, he really wants me to get his message.
Watch it. Some guys tend to evolve.
See you, Ruth.
Take care, darling.
Nothing doing. I can manipulate this copy without fear that I'll destroy valuable proof. Maybe I should stop. Yeah, right. Nothing doing. It's total chaos. There are some red elements along the edges. Maybe if I bend the packaging in a certain way, I'll be able to read them. Maybe when I fold it correctly, I'll be able to read the killer's message. When I fold this sheet of paper along the creases, some digits and symbols appear from the chaos. The Q and the red heart might stand for the Queen of Hearts. Yes, that seems correct. The Queen follows the Jack in a deck. It's the next victim's symbol. I'm not going to bother him. He's so busy.
Hey, how's it going?
Slowly. I have to crack the code.
We can always attach a saw to our robot's arm.
I'd rather not. We could lose some crucial information that way. Thanks for the info. I'll get down to it.
Easy. You can't be too careful.
So what now?
Doesn't really look like a touchscreen. Kind of annoying. Can you stop moving so much? Alright, I might end it there because these games are kind of annoying to play live because I'm like, never know what to do with the solutions, honestly. But I got an hour and a half done, so I think that's okay.
I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a great day. See you later.